Right, here we are at issue number 57, and what we've got is Squig Herd. Squigs, squigs, squigs. I love squigs. And these, I'm going to admit, I've already got some of these because I can't resist a squig. If I see something small, well, there's no other way to put it. If I see a ball with teeth, I just can't resist the urge to get it. And I do love Squig Herds, and I'm even more happy about this because the bases that they use are circular bases that you can get a movement tray for, that they slot in so that they'll be able to work with the old world as well. So not only can I use these in Age of Sigmar, I can use them on the old world as well when I create my Night Goblin army. Yes. So they get to be both. Anyway, I'll get onto them in a second. I'm getting overexcited because I like squigs. Issue number 57. Cover straight away our Flesh Eater Courts. Read Ghoul Slayer recently. Love anything with Gotrex. There is nothing better than him walking around complaining things are not as good as they should be. Even better when he's going around just like slaughtering basically anything that someone says. They are an absolute terror. They will destroy us all. And he's just like, okay, I'll just slaughter them. So, most importantly, 10 squigs and a couple of herders. It's going to cover the Flesh Eater Courts. And again, the Flesh Eater Courts, I mean, let's be fair, it's quite cool. A whole army of ghouls is just something that I absolutely love the idea of. And I think, my son likes, I suppose, a combination of things. He loves anything of the faction of death. He's got a few ghosts, and he's got one of the lords. And the other thing that he loves is Skaven. His Blood Bowl team is a Skaven. He adores anything like that. So anything that's kind of like really weird and unusual, he really goes for. But that's the only lore we get in this one, is just like a single. Well, I say it's not quite true that we've got this extra pull out at the back, but I'll get round to that. Squig Herd, the traits of a Squig Herd. I'm going to flick through some of the weird things that they're talking about squigs. I love those things. The good thing is about these squigs as well, because Squig Herds is they're quite modular, so you've got quite a lot of choices about how you put them together. There's a set of 2 different herders as well. Again, that makes it good for. My brain will come back on any second now. It just gives a bit of variety, having 4 different poses from what I can work out for your Squig Herders. Now, Champions of Shish. So, if you want your champions to be from Shish, you can get a bit of background on them. You can get unit origins, you can get creature origins. And I like the idea of Shish. It's both the afterlife, but also a real realm that people can live in, and that I find that very interesting. So the living and the dead are together. I love the idea that there's Aurochs there, and no idea if they're actually alive or dead. Some of them, it's like they simply are there and they're able to fight. So whether or not they've died and gone to fighting heaven, or are living Aurochs that are there anyway, they're fighting and they're happy. And I suppose if you die in a place where the dead live, you get to carry on fighting. It's like the ultimate thing for us. I think the only other one that I've heard about for orcs, and I think this is in 40k, is the Orc War that declared war on the warp. I think it was like something daft like that. And Khorne loved them so much that basically they just live and die at the bottom of his feet. So literally they just fight demons all day long. They die, they're brought back to life, they fight again. I mean, you've got to love that, haven't you? There's just something so cool about anything orky. Okay, how to build a Squig Herd. Again, it's quite a modular kit, so there's lots of different approaches to doing them. But I found them quite easy to put together despite how modular they are. So it looked a bit overwhelming at first, but I found them very easy to go together, not many difficult bits. So when I do my build video, you'll see that, you know, it should be quite an easy one. It's just a little bit of I suppose it's just long rather than difficult. Painting our Squig Herd, again, you know, painting has become hopefully standard fare for you by this point if you've been following the guides, if you've been keeping up with them, or if you're just someone who's gone away, you know, has all the paints and just thrown themselves into it. And okay, Squig Herd, the Squig Herd War Scroll, as we would expect. Forged in War Orruk Hunt is our battle plan 7. So we've got quite a, let's have a look. We've got 2 heroes and 4 troops on either side of the battle. And then we've got proper core tactics too. So this is one of those three-page pullouts that I like. Now, if we have a look at this, just sort of, it's movement, army selection, and fight order. So it's kind of covering how those tactics work together. The back part is pretty much about army selection. Let's have a look. Yeah, and that's quite interesting. The way that it's describing it, it's like, okay, some of your troops are there to hold the line. Some of them are to smash that line open. Some of them are there to shoot at range or mess up someone's ideas. So again, those kind of things are good to read through and help you understand that, you know, it's not always about just charging at the enemy. Right. Time for some squiggles. So, as you can see, there's lots of parts to these, but I personally found that when I put some together previously, these were very easy to put together. I haven't done a video of my last build, just purely because I wanted to keep continuity of the build videos. But we've got some, you know, it's just some very cool looking squigs here, and I like, as I said, I like the fact that the herders themselves, you've got 2 options. So you've got 2 prodder type options and 2 musical instrument type options. So if you've managed to get 2 of these, you can have a really big mob of 20 squigs with 4 herders. Now, why that matters is if you play the old world, that is actually the ratio of herders to squigs that you have to have in the game. So again, it's worth looking into that basically. Basically saying, you know, honestly, if you love the Moon Clan and you want to get into the old world, a lot of the troops can be, you can basically buy, you'll find them on Etsy, you'll find these movement trays that you can get. I might buy some and actually do a video at one point, you know, like looking at them and seeing how good they are. But basically the circular bases will perfectly slot so that they meet a square. Now, there's a chance that you won't be able to use that in a competition, but if it's just between friends, I can't imagine anyone giving you stick over it and saying you can't do that. As long as it's a roughly square thing, then it's all's fair, isn't it? So, you know, just be mindful when you're putting these together. You can potentially rank them for the old world. And I think if you want to get into the old world without spending a ton of money and you like the Gloomspite Gits, you've got the ability to go Night Goblins. So I'm saying that because I want people to play the old world. I want the game to just charge back into life and just be amazing. And to do that, we need more players. And if you need to do it cheap, do it cheap. Okay. Games Workshop probably screaming at me there going, no, you have to buy new models for the different games. Yeah. Right. Okay then. There we go then. So that's issue number 57, and as you know, I love squigs. So that's a great issue. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.